Welcome back to my mental health and crime channel. My name is Huda London. I'm a licensed cognitive behavior therapist and a licensed mental health counselor. Please like, share, and subscribe if you enjoy the contents in this channel. May Zana Eaton, Maddie and Kaylee, rest in peace. Condolence to the families, and I hope one day the correct justice will be served. Or I hope the truth will come out. It's heartbreaking what happened to those poor 4 souls. It's heartbreaking what happened to Hudson Lindo. It's heartbreaking what happened to Caden Young. May he rest in peace. May Hudson Lindo rest in peace. And it's heartbreaking what happened to Hannah Clay. May they all rest in peace. Today I wanted to share a theory of mine. It's not exactly a theory. It's something that I'm sure we all have thought of. This is all my thoughts and speculations. As a mental health counselor, when I do my observations in things and people, when I analyze, I'm not talking about at work. I'm talking about whether it comes to my friends, family, workers, co-workers, whatever. I always try not to be biased. But when I study something for a while and I believe everything points out in that direction, then I continue digging into that direction. All my subscribers know that not only me, our channel, were the ones who were really focused. We had an eagle eye on the fraternities and sororities for a reason. When I was told, Huda, leave them alone. They're youngins. They're not bothering anyone. It was just an innocent alcohol stop at Banfield. I took the heat. I took the trolls. And the same people who were telling me to leave the FRATS alone are the ones pointing out to the FRATS now. In fact, it doesn't bother me. I feel happy that people could be moving in the right direction. Always focus on what was going on that night, who was around that night. David Lodge and David B. both had beef with Maddie, Zana, and Ethan. We can say that 4chan is just anonymous. It was Mr. Anonymous who wrote it. Nobody knows who wrote it. We can say many things. Many people have debunked 4chan. I've never debunked 4chan. 4chan is on point. Mr. Anonymous, whoever you are, or Mr. Anonymous, respect to you. Respect that at least you tried to bring the truth out. You gave us something to work on. And if it wasn't for 4chan and what I was seeing at the grub truck and Banfield, I may have started going in the direction of narratives that didn't make sense, like, just my opinion, like Kaylee and Maddie not being alive. That's sorry. Some people believe Kaylee and Maddie are under a witness protection program. I don't believe that. The Gongalves family are not here to entertain us. They're grieving. It's easier for a therapist maybe to recognize the emotions. That's the skills we work with, honestly. No parent or no siblings would go through what the Gongalves have been going through. The Chapins have been going through. Mogans have been going through. And the Canodals have been going through. these families lost their victims. They lost their children. The children became victims of some terrible people. So I always look at what is rational. The frats, very rational for me. We could see them like a pack of wolves. In my opinion, look at Maddie and Kaylee. We had Showalter threatening Maddie, literally threatening her, saying, you know, we're going to get you for that, Maddie. What did Maddie do, Showalter? What did she do? Was the rumor true in the beginning when it was said that Maddie got rid of rugs worth $75,000? If you remember. Who would end up unaliving 4 people? Unless it's about something serious like money. Allegedly, David Lodge is sitting on the leather sofa of Maddie, Kaylee, Ethan, and Zana. And DM and BF's house in 1122 King Road. The victims weren't aware. That has a lot to say. Imagine someone sitting at your backyard without you even knowing. Look at how comfortable he is. I believe this was all a threat. He was pre-planning it. Let me see if I can imagine sitting on that sofa. You can get a clear sight into Kaylee's bedroom, Maddie's bedroom. If the girls are in the kitchen. What if David Lodge was the stalker? Have you ever thought of that? Look at how comfortably he's sitting here. Was Kaylee's stalker one of the Sigma Chi fraternity boys? Or one of the other fraternity boys like Alpha Kappa or Hunters fraternity possibly? Trigger warning. This is David Lodge, his buddy, like 4chan called him, David B. It's TikTok. This is what he had on his TikTok before he took it down. These are people who are really fascinated in unalivings. Everybody, David. Everybody, okay? I'm just trying to read what he's wrote up there. David B is a very smart student. I wouldn't be surprised if he could be one of those who gave the fatal wounds. He said in one night of the unalivings in Idaho on Amazon Prime, he clearly said that Zana and him spoke and she said, how come we haven't chilled together? We should chill soon. And he said, yeah. I don't believe that. They were having beef over a year old. This is really disturbing. This is why I'm showing you why I believe the fraternities were involved. Saeed Sheikh. Saeed sent David Beruachua $6. And then Saeed S. sent Jackson Gustavel, who's one of, I believe, a senior president or something at the Sigma Chi fraternity, Gustavel. So he sent him $6. Then Saeed sends More money to David B. I find that to be interesting. Molly Gray, Liz Katovich, Saeed, David Baracho, Gustav Vell are all Sigma Chi and Alphi sorority Greek people. Greek life. Saeed writes the word C, the initial C. Who starts with C? Then he says to Jackson Gustavell, huh? And then Saeed paid David B, and he says G. This reminds me of something. G. Could G mean Gongalves? On DM, his pillowcase, it was written J. G. Oh my God. J. G. Jackson Gustavell? Is that what it stands for? Just hold on. Hold on, Sigma Chi boys. Jackson Gustavell. JG. Let's start with this. Can you all see the pillow? What initials does it say? Doesn't it say JG? Somebody in my comment channel said, Huda, it could be JD. That could be possible too. But when I look at it properly, it looks like a JG. And I just showed y'all Jackson Gustavell was involved in the Venmos. Saeed sent him a Venmo. And Saeed said G. Could G mean Gongalves originally? And one of my subscribers, shout out to you, you know who you are, said a very interesting thing. She said, Huda, could JG mean Kaylee Jane Gongalves? So could the J be for J, G for Gongalves? Jane Gongalves? Or are we talking about Justin? Sorry, not Justin. Just Gustavell. Or that could actually be Kaylee Jane Gongalves. Why would someone have that initials on the pillow when it looks like the initials was written in dark red liquid, blood? It's heartbreaking. You can see red liquid everywhere. Now, the thing that still bothers me is, were these students gagged? Because look at DM's bed. You see that white, thick rope. The rope goes right up to, is it to a cupboard or is it on, or is it tied on the table, the small table? Were the victims gagged? And what is more interesting is, why did they blow out that place? Let's not forget the mainstream news media ABC channel And Fox News told us in the beginning that, I remember the Fox News guy like it was yesterday. He said, Martha, the place has so much blood that there was actually things written with blood on the wall. You can go back if they haven't deleted that clip. It was that elderly man who was speaking for Fox News who said that. Obviously, when you zoom in, you can't see anything, but it looks like red liquid. It's these butterflies or moths. I always thought that this pink blanket belonged to Zana. Do you see how much smudges of red liquid there's everywhere, even on the pink blanket? JG. Jane Gongalves, Katie Jane Gongalves, or is it Just Gustavell? Sorry, my bad. Just Jackson Gustavell. I thought it was Just Gustavell. So Saeed charged Jackson Gustavell some money. Saeed paid David Baracho. And David B. was actually collecting money. It was said at the 4chan. He wanted to get a new set of furniture for his fraternity. So these people were taking Venmo payments. Everyone was trying to make money out of this tragedy. It's heartbreaking. I thought Saeed told the undercover police that he lives behind. He pointed out to Taylor Avenue. So what were you doing at the Banfield? But he belongs to Alpha Kappa Lambda. Saeed paid $6 to David B. And he started seeing the disturbing pictures on Banfield around 2:54. He paid the Venmo at 2:13. So was it Sigma Chi fraternity boys and the Alpha Kappa Lambda boys who were involved? Allegedly? How come I see them running around? So is this what Saeed paid for? He paid it at 2:13. The police should have investigated it. But I guess that's never going to happen. They didn't even take Jack D. his DNA until February 2025. Look at the guy in the middle. I believe he has on one glove. The one on the right-hand side has on Vans shoes. And the one on the left with the pink hoodie has a huge bump on his head. Where did these teeth come from? Could they have attacked Zana and Ethan? This is what Saeed is watching. Wonder what it is. Although it's blurry, because I'm zooming in, I think I see somebody lying on the floor. Are these people gagged? We saw the rope in DM's room. Anything is possible. I still want to know who the person below is. Is it a female or male? What do you think, guys? It's a white ski mask. Could it have been Showalter? All he needed to do was take up his white hoodie. It could have been anyone. And this was the first picture ever found that I exposed. because Sai didn't look right to me, and Kaylee was in the sitting position. And it was confirmed later on by Kaylee's mother and father that she was found in the sitting position. This is really heartbreaking. I wonder if they unalived some victims outside 1122 King Road. Maybe they alived some inside the house. But then it would have been a mission bringing them back home. Let me know what y'all think, guys. Have a lovely evening. Please like, share, and subscribe.